All right, moms and dads, this is the Sunday you've been waiting for. This Sunday, our nursery opens for our infants all the way up to 3-year-olds. We're going to ask you to follow some specific instructions just to help us maintain a safe environment here at the church, and I know you're going to do your best with that. When you come to church, we're going to ask you to come in this door like you normally do. Your temperature will be checked, and everything will be there as it normally is. So bring your family in that way, and we're going to ask one parent to bring their child to the nursery. So when you come in this door, get your temperature taken. Your hands are clean. There's of course hand sanitizer and all that kind of good stuff. Make sure all that's done, and then we'll make our way through the auditorium, and we'll ask you to come this way and follow this side of the seating arrangement all the way down to this first door into our back hallway. Remember, we want to do our best to limit the congestion in this back hallway, and so we're doing our best to make sure just one parent brings the child back to the nursery. I know they'll enjoy this time together. Our workers are going to be ready for you. They're doing a great job, and they've worked very hard at trying to make sure everything's ready to go. And so I want to bring you to this point. When we get to this point, there'll be a little guide here. We want you to drop your child off into the nursery, and we're asking that parents not go into the nursery because we want to do our best to maintain the traffic, the cleanliness and congestion there. Try to keep it as clean as possible and make it as safe as possible for our children, for our workers. And so I hope that you'll help us with that. You'll take your baby and be ready to drop them off here. I know a nursery worker will greet you and everything will go smoothly. Our workers have worked very hard at making sure it's clean, making sure it's ready to go. I want you to step in here and see some of the things and make sure your kids get to see how bright and cheery it is. And I know that they'll enjoy it. They'll have a good time with it. And our workers will work very hard making sure they maintain a safe, clean environment. So when you come and you're at the doorway here, either at the infants or the toddlers, if you would remain there, our workers will check you in on our iPads here that we have that have the list of the children that are in the nursery. They'll check you in and check the baby in, and then they'll print off 3 tags. The first tag you'll get, that'll go with you. And then there's 2 tags that will go, one on the baby, one will go on the baby's bag, so there's no mix-up with bottles and drinks and snacks and all that kind of good stuff. And so we do that to ensure your child's safety. And then when you come back, you'll return this one and pick the baby up. But when you leave, we're going to ask if you would to exit the nursery through the back of the auditorium or through the back of the building. You'll leave through this door, and I know that that'll be helpful with the congestion in this building, with the congestion in this hallway. So do your best, if you could, to help us with that, to remember to do that. I know you're going to have to walk all the way around to the front of the building, but we're working with what we have to work with and doing the best we can. You may ask, what do I do if I get a text from the nursery worker that I'm needed? If you would, exit the back of the auditorium. So where you came in, you'll exit through the back of the auditorium. One of our ushers will escort you around the building. This door is locked, so you'll need someone to let you in. Our ushers will let you in and make sure you have access to the baby and whatever's needed there. And our workers will work very hard with you and for you, trying to make sure everything is okay. Let me encourage you, if you're working in the nursery, you need to be here by 10:10 on Sunday morning. We're asking our nursery workers to be in place 20 minutes prior to the start of the service. That way they can ensure the nursery is ready to go and they're in place for when people drop babies off. We're going to ask you not to wait till right before the service as well to come. Come a few minutes early so you can get your child where they need to go, and then you can find your way back to your seat and be ready to worship the Lord. I want you to pray that the Lord will protect this ministry. Pray that God would protect this decision, protect our nursery staff, our babies that are in the nursery. And please do all you can to help follow the guidelines so we ensure the safety of everybody involved. We're working very hard to make sure we have a wonderful place for your children to come and to be in church. I know they'll enjoy this much more, and you'll enjoy the service much more. And so please help us with doing your best. I'm praying for you. You pray for us and ask God to protect this place. I love you, and I'll see you on Sunday.